Good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay. First of all, I want to thank you all for taking the time to come this morning on the second tour of the district. This is a rerun of the last district tour we did was 2009 for the city council race. The first stop, we're going to actually stop by and see Mr. Sepulveda, who's our state assemblyman, and we're just going to drop out and say hello. All of you who might be, a little sensitive to this, please stay on the bus. Everybody else, come on out and hand out some flyers.
Come on, everybody.
I was broken, I did not have a dime. I was broken, I did not have a dime. I was broken, I did not have a dime. Singing, hey, hey, hey. We're having a bus tour of the district. Now every good man has a little hubbub sometimes. Lois, how are you? Nice to see you. Every good man has a little hubbub sometimes. Well, you have the phone here. You got one of the every good man has a little hubbub sometimes. Right. Yeah, Westchester, a little time. I'm looking for a job with honest pay. I'm looking for a job with honest pay. Looking for a job with honest pay. Singing hey, 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 hey. Bye-bye now. Thank you. We're here at Pugsley Creek Park at the Field of Dreams site, and I've fortunate enough to have Lothar Kraus here with us, so to describe this particular site in detail and what has gone or actually has not gone on since we last had the tour 4 years ago.
So for the last 4 years, we've been asking that this field get remediated. There's funds available through the Curtin funds, but no work was done here, and there are known spots where there is severe contamination that need to be cleaned up by law, but for whatever reason the work is never done.
We could see that they've got dirt on their clothing because they slide into the base and so forth. They're now standing at approximately where it is a known hot spot. This is where there is contamination, and the engineer from Parks Department said, well, the only way that anybody's going to be affected by this is if they go into the dirt, touch it, get it on their clothes, or put it in their mouth. I want you to take a look at these guys who are on the dirt, get it on their clothes, and I'm sure touch their face at some point and get it in their mouth. And you see how the tree itself is dying because of this kind of contamination, this one as well.
4 years ago we were at this site. This is the Loral Electronics site. This site is a site of the old factory, well known to be contaminated site. The one thing that has changed, there was chain link here, but now it's a solid fence, I would imagine, so people can't look inside. But you'll see the same thing. It's a lot of piles of debris, illegal dumping. Why this site is sitting here unremediated, we've been asking, the community board's been asking, residents have been asking. I'll just bring you an update in 4 years what's gone on. One of the points I made was the Parks Department has done quite a bit of capital improvements on these sites. And in fact, if you look, they have a brand new field and sidewalks and things. One of the things that Parks refuses to do and continue to do at this site, and I never did get a response from Annabelle Palmer when I wrote her and asked her about this, was the specifics about getting sidewalks and curbs on the perimeters of many of the parks and playgrounds. For obvious reasons, safety and security and children's safety and seniors. So, and as you can see behind me, this was the same location we were at 4 years ago, and nothing's been done. Westchester Creek is, our Gowanus Canal. It's a highly contaminated, polluted body of water. And the city agencies don't help. This is probably one of the larger salt depots that we have in the city. This is the Zariga Avenue site, the sanitation site. When we were here 4 years ago in 2009, this particular salt pile, was 1/3 the size of it is today. You can go on the YouTube event that we did 4 years ago and you can see. Now, last time we were here, it was covered. We did the event about the same time last time, and I think it was in June. By the way, we are on the flight path to LaGuardia, in case you haven't noticed. Makes you wonder why we have the highest asthma rates in the city of New York. That could be a contributing factor. Back to the salt. So Hurricane Sandy hit on October 29th of last year. That's when they cover this with a tarp. That's when this tarp blew off. And here it is, May 18th. So for 7 months, 2013, for 7 months, this salt pile has been sitting exposed to the elements, the rain, the snow, the wind. It's not covered. This is Westchester Creek, immediately on the other side. And across from that is Monsignor Scanlon High School and Home Depot. And on this side we have FedEx and several school bus companies. I just can't imagine salt being uncovered being a good thing to be blowing around and inhaling and in your eyes. This is a contract, and it clearly states in Article 31 that the Department of Sanitation is required to develop in kind 12 acres of Soundview Park. If we use the Department of Park and Recreation's per acre cost for development, this project would cost $24 million. That was allowing sanitation to build this facility in Soundview Park. And then we would have to replace in kind, develop 12 acres of Soundview Park. This permit goes back to 2003. It was issued, and it expired on 2008. This plan and development was supposed to have taken place within the plan was supposed to be submitted within 3 months of opening this facility, and this park, the 12 acres, was supposed to be completed within a year of this permit. And after building this, those 12 acres were to get turned over to the Parks Department. Now, this facility has been reissued a new permit to operate. Okay, the process never came before the community board. Okay, in negotiating, actually there was no negotiations. The sanitation was immediately given a permit to continue operating this facility. Besides not building the 12 acres we were supposed to get, we're not getting anything to keep this operation going for the next 10 years. Now, citywide, there are 2 compost facilities. This one and one in Staten Island in Fresh Kills. Fresh Kills is the largest park in New York City. It's over 3,000 acres. And it's more than a mile from the nearest house. Meanwhile, we're 300 feet from the Soundview houses. Since I was 18, I voted there. Yes, all the way down.
This is Holy Cross over here.
Now, maybe you've been working just as hard as you're able just to get the crumbs from some banker's table. And you've been wondering, is a fact or fable? Is this land really made?